Hey guys, GoldeeJR back with another Titans franchise live stream. Last time we beat the Bengals 42-31, and today it's Thursday Night Football just like last time. This time we face off against the 0-1 Cleveland Browns. They carry Michael, Myles Garrett, and Jenkins. I don't know Jenkins, I don't remember him, but I guess he's a really good running back. I think I played the Browns recently, and I don't think they had a good running back, but I don't know. I don't really know for sure, but yeah, all of our division members lost last week, so we were by far and away number one in the division. And James Thompson, Greg Groves had an air raid against Cincinnati, getting us 42 points in our victory. Greg Groves won Offensive Player of the Week for AFC with over 300 passing yards and 6 total touchdowns. No turnovers. Now, we've got some things to do. I don't know what, I didn't have great players at the end of last week, so I'm not sure how I have them now. It's just Groves. He won it. He got it for winning player of the week. Yep, he got 700. Well, not. Yeah, I think he just got that. He gained a lot of XP last week too. We'll get him to a 90 overall. So yeah, another 90 on this roster. Wait, no, I should have stayed there. Wait, no, he doesn't have abilities anyway. There's no reason to. I think what we're going to do next is look at the Browns roster, but I will mention that Ian Crocker is back. He was injured for just a week during practice, so he will return this week. Yeah, we did all that without our best tight end and our second best receiver. So, the Browns are carrying young quarterback Ryland Mobley. Wait. Yeah, this is his 4th season. So, he was drafted a year before Greg Groves, but he was a year younger. They're the same age right now, but he was a year younger when he was drafted than Groves when he was drafted. Pretty solid ratings, really good throw power, but not the fastest, doesn't have great short accuracy. You got LaMarcus Jenkins here. This is only his 2nd season, already a 91 overall X Factor. Maybe I do remember this guy getting drafted. Anyway, his ratings are stupid. Like, what are these? I'm kind of scared. If they actually decide to run the ball, that could cause a problem. Their backup is Nathan Evans, but with Marcus Jenkins. Also, I'm changing this, bro. Stop giving running backs trust their ability. Like, I don't understand why the game keeps giving them these absolutely terrible abilities. I think Jason Taylor, what's his name? What's the running back's name on the Colts? Jonathan Taylor. I don't understand why they keep giving these running backs trust. Anyway, the Browns. I think they lost a receiver in free agency, and I didn't decide to get him. But they have Sheldon Thomas as their starter. 86 overall, pretty young, really good deep threat receiver, really good at catching too. He could cause a problem. They also got the now 30-year-old Jerry Jeudy and Cedric Bradley to round out the receiver group. David Njoku still their tight end. Offensive line is solid. I don't think it's much better than the Bengals one. Their tackles are probably a little bit better though. D-line is very strong. They have one little hole here at Jackson Wilson, but Myles Garrett and Mike Hall are going to be really tough to block. Linebackers, they have Michael Hodge, who's pretty solid, and JOK, who is absolutely amazing. And then they've got, I forgot I gave them, did I give them Marshall Mercury, or did he just end up here? I'm not sure. But they've got a decent corner group. Safeties aren't too bad. It's probably a little bit worse than the Bengals, I'd say, just because they don't got that offense that the Bengals do. But it's going to be a tough game nonetheless, as we look at this press conference. Next question. Coach, how you feel about the result in your season opener? We're very happy with how the players battle. Who deserves the most credit? Dude, Greg Groves. He was an absolute dog. And RQB, one player of the week, 6 touchdowns for 2 games in a row. Now going back to the Super Bowl where he passed for 6 touchdowns. He got 3+ to each of his accuracies. He's just gonna ball out again. Anyway, here we go. Weekly strategy. Mobley is a good downfield thrower. His short accuracy isn't as good. We'll do this stuff for now. And for them, we'll do blitz counter. That's fine. Just give Groves time to throw and he'll deliver. And so today we do... Is this different? Who did I do last time? I think I did Raynaud and Crocker. Oh, because Crocker got hurt. So I guess they put in Hampton. So maybe... I mean, and then Hampton's not going to play. We'll try to find some sort of offensive player, even though it's going to be hard. There's not really many great options on offense. We could go James Thompson, but does he really need it? And if we do an offensive lineman, which I think we should do an offensive lineman, I won't be able to do their drills because it's glitched right now. But we'll still do Eric Guerrero. I want to get him to a 90. He's still trying to develop as a tackle. But today it's Peterson and Tap. Okay, Peterson immediately got pancaked. That's actually sad. His first move, and Peter Skronsky put him on the ground. How do you even miss the target? Peterson is not doing too well in his first training in the regular season, because this is embarrassing. First he gets pancaked, then he misses the target. We actually almost got gold anyway, because he forced a fumble. And for the tap, we'll just do coverage skeleton. Okay, someone should have caught that, but it's okay. Yeah, it's the coverage sack. Alright, that was not great. Come on, make a play. I hate when they go out of bounds because it means you don't get any points, even though you basically made the tackle. Get it, Sneed. Oh. I hate this drill, man, because there's so many dropped interceptions in it for no reason. And, okay, we dropped another one. I'm not even surprised anymore. You don't catch interceptions in this drill. This game is so weird sometimes. Like, why is it just impossible to catch interceptions in this specific drill? Or just in drills in general, I guess. In game, I feel like you catch most of your interceptions. In this drill, no, you drop pretty much every single one. But there we go, Sparks. Oh, nice play by Ward. We could actually get gold if we get like another big play here. Oh, what a hit! All right, one more play. Let's get taps from gold. Like it's the Olympics. Oh, did I do it? Let's go. I'm such a great user. Pat myself on the back for that one. All right. All right, let's start training. Come on, we need players like Crocker to stay healthy this week. And there goes Spears. So we just can't stay healthy right now. So it'll be right now. I mean, Spears isn't the worst injury because even though he's really good, I think. First of all, we weren't going to run the ball a ton anyway this week because the Browns have a very solid D-line. Second of all, right now it'll carry his weight. It'll be fine. I will have to sign a running back, though, because 2 isn't going to be enough, sadly. I can move Deebo Samuel to running back, I guess, if there's no one in the practice squad, but we got Sampson here. Oh, the rookie. He's an undrafted free agent. Well, welcome to the squad, I guess. And I'll just move somebody on our team down to the practice squad. Like, I mean, I already know who. It would be Quincy Brown. I don't think we need both safeties. He can go to the practice squad for now. Alright. This all looks pretty good. Alright, let's actually get into this game now. Thursday night lights once again, this time against the Cleveland Browns. Is that all they have? No, they have their color rush. And they're not, yeah, so they're just going to wear these. You know, I like those 20 classics more, to be honest. Here we go.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Titans and the Browns under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Ewart. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here we go, week 2, the first game of week 2. Much like we played the first game of week 1, we will receive once again as James Meredith returns the kickoff. And he returns up to the 30. Here we go, Greg Groves. I think he's an early MVP candidate. The only thing that's holding him from an MVP, he's had the yards, he's had the touchdowns, he's had the completion percentage. He needs the turnovers to go down, man. He's throwing double digit. And I think he threw, 16 interceptions rookie year, 17 sophomore year. And this time he's actually going to run. Here goes Groves, who sheds a tackle and gets a big first down. That's a gain of 14. I was scared that he was going to fumble. Remember, no Tyjae Spears today. He went down with an injury, just like Crocker did the week prior. And now on first down, Raynaud gets a block, and he has a first down in the Browns territory. We have a lot of trust in Raynaud. We're not worried that we're going to be missing Spears for a week. And there's a flag as Reynaud has another nice carry. It's going to be coming right back. I mean, I don't know how you hold so early in the play. Peter Skoronsky, who honestly wasn't even relevant since he was the center on an outside give. First and long. Firing Ian Crocker with his first catch of the season. Only gets 5 as he jumped for it. Maybe he's a little tweaked because of his injury. Second and long now at the Browns 48. And Groves is going to cough up the ball, and the Browns recover. How does an offensive lineman not recover that? I mean, we know Groves is going to fumble. But, I mean, if you're a linebacker, if you're an offensive lineman, you so many men got to him, and then Groves just completely whiffed. And, well, here comes Ryan Mobley. So another really not supposed to be mobile quarterback. He had a really good game as well, despite the fact that they lost. I mean, that's got to be on the defense, right? 281, 3 touchdowns, great passer rating. Well, here we go. Let's see if their offense can be more safe with the football than ours. It's a handoff to Jenkins, and he only can get a yard before being brought down by Ernest Jones. Averaged over 5 yards per carry and a touchdown last week. Njoku to move. And he goes short to first down. Mobley hands off to Jenkins, and he's not going anywhere. He loses 2 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 12 thanks to Mullins and Sparks. And it's a slip screen here. He can't get it out to Jenkins. It'll be 3rd and 12. Mobley to throw. And he gets it out to the receiver, but he'll be short by 2 yards. The Browns will be forced to settle for 3. Ooh, they have a left-footed kicker. Superstar Dev, probably one of the best in the NFL. And to no one's surprise, he hits it. Browns scored the first points of the game. It's 3-0. Well, now we're kind of on the back foot. Now we got to be like, okay, now this drive we got to score because the Browns are putting up points. And now the star, James Thompson, Offensive Player of the Year in whatever last year was. And Groves is back on the field. I'm not going to really blame the fumble on him because I kind of made a mistake. But at the end of the day, the fact that Guerrero completely missed on his attempted fumble recovery, or whoever it was, that is not good blocking. Reynaud stuffed. Second and 11. Firing across the middle. That's James Thompson. He makes the grab out of bounds after a gain of 25. We're now halfway through the first quarter. And it's 1st and 10. Hand off to Reynaud, and Mims got to block that guy. Only a gain of 2. Since that penalty for holding, not much else for Reynaud to really do. That he can do. And that's definitely pass interference, man. I think it actually would probably be illegal contact, and I had to turn the penalty off because it's broken. Not very much I can do about that. Firing across the middle, caught by Quincy Russell. His first catch of the day is enough to bring us inside the Browns' 30-yard line for a first down. And I just can't run against that. Look, it's just impossible. You can't run against that, right? I don't want to force the ball, but 1st and 10. Caught by Mims. He will get a gain of 6. And there goes Tyler Guyton. I'm assuming he won't return. No, he will not. Guyton is very injury prone. I think this is probably his 3rd or 4th time getting injured in the franchise. But Groves goes in the empty set. Chester favorite blocking on his right. Look how open Russell is! He dropped it. Okay. Guyton won't return as Russell is dropping wide open passes now. That's great. Firing short is caught by Mims. I cannot believe Russell dropped a wide open touchdown. That's gotta be like a pay cut, right, or something. I don't know what we can legally do about it, but jump ball for Crocker. He can't bring it in either. Greg Newsome in coverage. At least his was a jump ball. Russell's was literally right into his hands. At the speed. And now there goes Marvin Mims. He'll sit on the bench for now. It's 3rd and 6. I told you Candidate was going to find his way on the field. But this time we find Reynard, who's going to be short. You know we're going for this. I think they moved. Or was it Guerrero? It was Guerrero. Are you serious, dude? I tried to make them jump, and of course Guerrero sells the back again. It'll be 3-3.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All right. 3-3 tie football game in Thursday night. Close just how the fans like it, but I don't like it close. I want to blow out the Browns. I don't want to lose any games before our divisional games, so. Because I usually end up dropping 2 of those a season at least. I can only have one. Did I have a season with 5-1 in the division? I'm not sure. It'll be, because I mean I have to sweep 2 teams, so I'm not sure if I've done that yet. I know I swept a team like each year, except like season 1, I think. Season 1, I went 2-4 in the division. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Browns after that carry. Mobley to throw. He goes short, and Njoku breaking tackles. Our defense wasn't good last week. We just won because our offense was so elite. So in a game where our offense will probably be much slower, can our defense do enough? And LaMarcus Jenkins actually almost escaped, but he goes down. Thanks to Powell, it'll be 3rd and 4. Mobley to throw. It's another screen. He can't get it out in time. It's sacked. It's a sack by the returning Tracy Dell. And it'll be the end of the 1st quarter. Tie game 3-3. That's something we needed. So far, they had an incomplete screen and a sack resulting from the screen. So I think that might be a play that the Browns need to walk away from for now. But the Browns will punt. And it's pretty deep, returnable for James Meredith. And he gets up to the 18. That's where we'll start. As Groves looks to find some sort of rhythm. So far he's fumbled. And then We have to kick a field goal. We're looking to get into the end zone this time. Mims back on the field. And he's got a block from Mims as he takes a big carry. Another large gain by Greg Groves. And now Groves wants Thompson. The star from Denver beats Martin Emerson and strikes home. Touchdown number 3 for James Thompson in week 2. That slot fade can be nasty sometimes. And I was actually going to switch it to a fade by Russell and have Thompson run a short route. But I was like, wait, actually, Thompson's faster, and this isn't Traylon Burks. I can actually trust him. Along with the fact that Russell dropped the wide open pass earlier in this game, I decided to trust the guy who's led us in receiving yards up to this point. And he did indeed deliver. And we take the lead just like that. Browns will start this one from the 27. Now Mobley looking to match Groves' deep bomb touchdown. Definitely faced before in James Thompson. Handoff, and that's a big carry for Marcus Jenkins. I want to see something from Van Ness. He was really good last year, and I'd like to see that again. Tappan Hutchinson make that tackle, but it's most certainly enough for a first down. And that's a sack. Aiden Hutchinson went unblocked and struck. It'll be 2nd and 16. Under 7 to go in the second quarter. 2 tight ends. Is this going to be a 2nd and long run? It is. Serious need, and it'll be 3rd down and 18. Mobley and empty. 5 receivers out wide, looking for somebody, and he just dumps it off short. Caught by Judy, but the tackle's made by Calhoun. The Browns will punt. 2nd punt in a row. This time the Titans won't try to block it. It'll be returnable for James Meredith. And he can only get it to the 24. That's where the Titans will start their 4th drive. Handoff. Raynaud gets 6. I told you we're going to be mostly throwing today, so I'm not too worried about not having Spears. Just not really in our game plan today to use him much anyway, as we fired a Raynaud. Actually, a receiving back like Raynaud, which even though Spears is also a receiving back. But our receiving back is probably better suited to face the Browns anyway. First and 10. Not much time left on the play clock, but they do get the snap off. It's Groves firing the Mims, and he can't bring it in. It'll be knocked away, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Handoff to Raynaud. He can only get a yard, or 2, they'll say. It'll still be 3rd and 8. Firing, Russell short. What a block, what a first down. There we go, Quince. Hold on. Groves wants to throw. He's looking downfield. Look who's open again. Quincy Russell brings it home. And that's Russell's second of the season, and that's Groves' sixth passing touchdown. And we're in the first half of week 2. I don't know how the NFL allowed us to build this receiving core. So we have Quincy Russell, who's drafted 6th. Even though he's injury prone, he still has led. He scored double-digit touchdowns every year except for one. And when he still averaged over 100 yards a game. We have Marvin Mims, who since he's joined us has been probably one of the best receiver 2s in the NFL. Then we have James Thompson, who won Offensive Player of the Year, I think, and Best Receiver last season. And we just signed him to a 3-year, $7 million contract as Mobley throws it away on first down. Damian Wallace seems to have pressured him, but now Wallace is on the bench. 2nd and 10. Judy and Jenkins all the way out wide. Njoku on the hitch gets a 7-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 3. And I think they moved. Yep, another false start today, the second of the game. And Damian Wallace will be out for a little bit. But I'm fine with Antoine Peterson getting some potential playing time. Not on this play, but still possible. Now a 3rd and longer for the Browns. And it's another screen. This time they get it there. Jenkins is going to be short. What a tackle by Travarius Ward, helped by Joshua Starks. And on 4th and inches, the Browns are forced to punt it away for the 3rd time in a row. This will be yet another return for James Meredith. And he gets out wide, brought down at the 25. I think this is his best return so far. Here comes Quincy Russell. His only drop target is him being wide open for a touchdown and just dropping it. So it's an interesting game for him so far. But yeah, Groves has pretty much been on point today. Firing almost immediately to Ian Crocker, who battles for a first down. We'll head to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, Groves, 4 incompletions. One was a drop by Crocker, one was a drop by Russell. I can't exactly remember what the other 2 were. Crocker's drop wasn't wide open. It was a jump ball, so. Gotta get that. Okay. Good pass lead, making sure only Mims can catch that one. Groves in empty. Taking a deep shot. James Thompson! Got it again! This time Emerson brings him down before he reaches the end zone. But he is on. Here comes Groves. Throws it away. What a pursuit by, I think, Mike Jenkins. This is definitely one of my best franchise receiver cores ever. Third and 6. And Favorite got pancaked. Groves gets sacked. We had an open man. Couldn't get it to him. The Browns call a timeout. That's an interesting call, but after this kick, it will be a 3-score game. Yeah, that's not really a big sack because either way, we make it a 3-score game. And it was on Chester Favorite, who, he was going to let Myles Garrett get past him soon enough. Returnable. Let's see how aggressive the Browns are before halftime. They have 2 running backs. They might just run it, so you gotta be careful of that. Only 2 receivers. It is gonna be a run, and he's brought down. But the Browns do call a timeout, so Seems like they're going to try something at least.
Offense to the line for second down.
Second and 5. And Njoku takes a hit. The Browns call their last timeout, so they're going to need something here. Even field goal range won't really help because they're going to have to get out of bounds. So at least we know what they're aiming for. And yeah, he just throws it away. Maybe just preparing to launch a Hail Mary.
Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this
I always thought man 3 deep was better than prevent. Prevent's not for Hail Marys. It's more for like
sparks your offense.
just trying to keep them away from field goal range, which is really far downfield. It's not really for, oh, we know they're going to the end zone. Oh, he absolutely launched that. Overthrown. Well, it'll stay 20-3 as we head towards halftime. See you guys after the break so we can see if the Browns can manage some sort of comeback after time to score 20 unanswered.
Via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Sunday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the
We'll
second
go.
half ahead.
We're not going to run still. I'm going to go throw it short.
Let's rejoin.
The reason I'm not really trying to run it is because I feel like that's just not going to work. And I don't want to be too aggressive. But also,
Thanks so much.
like, do y'all really think that the running game is going to work? I mean, it's going to probably be decent. We still have a great offensive line and a good running back, but we don't have Spears. They have Mike, whatever his name is, and Miles Garrett. It's going to be tough. Groves ends the first half 13 of 18, 262 in the first half, 2 touchdowns. As Raynaud ran 7 times for 29 yards, and Groves ran 3 for 29 yards, but also fumbled. Mims, Russell, Thompson all have 3 receptions. Russell has 77 yards in the touchdown. Thompson 140 in the touchdown. A sack allowed by Chester Favorite. 5 tackles by Sparks leads the team. We have a ton of tackles for loss. 1 by Ward, Powell, Mullins, Snead, and Sparks. Then we have sacks for Hutchinson and Dell. No pass deflections, no interceptions. We haven't seemed to need them at this point.
Attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter.
All right, here we go.
Operating at a
Beginning of the second half. The Browns do receive, but they're going to need a few more points, a few more scoring drives if they want to make this one competitive.
coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense.
All right, Mobley's back on the field.
But they're going to be the ones
Took 2 sacks in the first half, but other than that, he wasn't terrible. They just couldn't convert.
First and 10.
Third downs. And look, there goes Marcus, dude. That blocking is crushing our D-line. Specifically the interior. I want to see something from J-Rod. We haven't seen much from him. We saw like a really weird sack where I think the quarterback only lost like 1 yard in the first game, and this week he hasn't done anything either. There's an injury to the Browns offensive line. I think that was their center, but I wasn't paying much attention. I'm not really sure.
Second and 1.
And that's a quick tackle by Jones, and Njoku still holds on.
He's tackled with the first down.
I think Njoku's like one of my first fantasy football tight ends.
A tight end in motion now.
or was it fantasy draft in like Madden? I'm not sure. And that's a nice stop by Mullins, bringing down Jenkins after getting a 3, which is pretty good for him. Actually, Jenkins isn't doing too crazy this week. 10 carries, 38 yards. At least the man realizes that this team has a really good running game and is actually having to run the ball a lot. But, I mean, how much is the run game really going to help when you're down 17? Short gain of 4 there. They might be in field goal range. It'll be 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
They'll throw. And he fires. Got his man. Jerry Jeudy's going to send him to the end zone. Snead got cooked. That's a 3rd and 4, and they just threw it right across the middle. Actually, kind of want to see how Snead got beat that badly, because, I mean, I know he had J.C. Horn in the Patriots franchise, and he was known for getting beat by mid-receivers, but that's not really what Snead was known for. 43-yard touchdown allowed by L'Jarius Snead. Can I please? I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. He just never really got near enough, and then the game, of course, maybe died for an interception that was impossible. Which, then again, if you don't hold play ball and the ball does go to you, you're not going to catch it unless you hold play ball. So, I think the DB, what would you call it, like, because you know, like receiver has like run after catch and stuff. The version of that for the defensive backs is way worse, because play ball, if you do click it and you don't intercept it, you're going to fall and there's going to be a big play. Oh my God, look at Groves break a sack and then run all the way. 10-yard gain, just short of the first down. But as I was trying to say, and if you do not click play ball and your guy does get near the football, they won't catch it. They'll drop it every time. But that's a nice carry for Reynaud, most certainly enough for a first down. James Thompson on the wheel is actually might be just nasty. But I think you roll out too much on this play now. Oh, look at the shovel pass by Groves. Only get a 6, but that's something you love to see. He's going to have to get out of the pocket a lot today because his defensive line is so good. And this was a rollout anyway, so. But yeah, look at this shovel. I actually really like that. You don't see that in Madden much. Especially now for a quarterback like Greg Groves, but it's kind of fun to see it nonetheless. Is this man coverage? Groves is brought down. Didn't get much time to throw there at all. Mike Jenkins? No, that is Miles. No, it's not even Miles Garrett. I'm not sure who McLeod is. He destroyed Isaac Johnson. It'll be 3rd and 11. They're sending a blitz. Firing, caught. Reynaud has enough. Dude, Reynaud is so crucial to games like this where we can't really, we have to get the ball out quickly. Groves is injured? Wait, did I just throw it with Evan Leonard? I did. Groves gets injured for the first time in the franchise, and then Leonard just took a hit. Our QB room is getting chopped down. Luckily, Leonard's still on the field, but this is his first time getting in the game because of a Groves injury since Groves got drafted. Look at Donald Reynaud to the 21. He's actually had a solid game. Maybe I shouldn't be so scared of the run game today. Welcome to the field, Evan Leonard. Leonard's much more mobile than Groves as he gets 7 yards there. Even with a worse QB, there's some advantages. At 150 yards again. What do you even do about him? Like, what do you do about James Thompson right now? He's getting guarded by their slot cornerback right now. Look at Russell, double coverage, good job on. They saw him in the red zone and said, no, we're not letting that happen. It'll be 2nd and goal here. I think I kind of, no, we'll throw it. We're not going to run it. Leonard fires Russell in again. Touchdown number 2. And now him and Thompson both have 3 touchdowns. What are Grove's stats looking like? Oh, you don't even get to see because Leonard's starting right now. Is he out for the rest of the game? No, he said he will return, right? Might be until the 4th. Yeah, he's out till the 4th quarter, so. If we get the ball back, it will probably still be Leonard. But yeah, we get our 3-score lead back after a 10-play drive consisting, wait, no, nice. It would be a 69-yard drive consisting of 10 plays. Bird to return. I mean, this is tough. The Browns have a solid team. They haven't been playing great, but Mobley's been accurate. The run game hasn't been terrible. Problem is they can't. They're like, I don't know. They're not being aggressive enough. Number one, and number two, they're yet another team that's struggling against this offense, even when Evan Leonard is the QB. And there's a sack. Lucas Van Ness, did he go in unblocked or did he murder one of their offensive linemen? There's only 2 possibilities. Oh my God, why would you go for that type of block? Yeah, Lucas Van Ness ain't having none of that. 2nd and long for Cleveland. They might try to run here. I would like to see Bushrod do something about it in that case. But he doesn't because he runs to the outside. That's Tapp and Mullins, making it 3rd and 15. Mobley to throw. And, oh, that's completely off target. I think he was hit as he threw. And the Browns will punt yet again. This is their 4th, 5th punt, something like that. I think the other 2 drives have been a touchdown and a field goal. They haven't turned the ball over, but, like, they're just not converting, man. Here comes James Meredith. This is his new best return of the game and of the season as he's up to the Browns 36. So Leonard is back on the field. Raynaud, big first down carry. Oh my God, he's hurdling, man. Raynaud would literally be a starter on most teams, I'm pretty sure, but he is over here being second fiddle, which is kind of sad, but he has a ring, so I'm not sure how much he cares, if at all. Oh, wow, what a play. At least that interception doesn't go to Groves' stats, to be honest. Also, that's an insane play. I've never seen that animation before. Of course, the CPU is the one to get it. That's an insane interception. Also, terrible pass by Leonard, actually. That's what I'm going to blame it on. Because how do you throw a hitch that high up? Also, Russell got mossed. That's kind of sad, honestly. But yeah, that's Leonard's fault. That's a terrible throw. No hitch route should have the ball go over the receiver's helmet in any circumstance. So, yeah, bad throw. Bad throw. We're nearing the end of this 3rd quarter. Here comes Mobley. Judy to the 35. So, more than likely, this is going to be a 3-score game as we head into the 4th quarter. The Browns are going to have to somehow combat that. Oh my God, Njoku almost caught that tip pass. You know, there's just too much traffic to throw the ball that early. It's so weird to have Groves not playing, though. Like, he's always on the field. Since his rookie year, he's never gotten hurt, no matter how many sacks he took. Look at Aiden Hutchinson. He got caught by the play action. I think it's going to be roughing the passer in a 1st down. Oh, ineligible receiver downfield on the left tackle, Kingsley Suamataya. How do you make that mistake? Oh, he just was driving. That's just not how you really want to be blocking on a play action. Yeah, that's a bad mistake, especially because Hutchinson made such a big mistake too by going for a running back, and they had an open receiver across the middle. And now this will probably be the last play before the end of the third quarter. It's 2nd and 15. Oh, play action again. The Browns are crushing our DBs. I mean, cover 9 should destroy post shot, but Sparks just gets burnt. So yeah, that's pretty bad. We're still in a good spot, up by 10 in the fourth quarter, but we can't allow a deep touchdown like that to end the third quarter. It's really bad defense, and we've been playing it on the. I mean, Snead's had a bad day. Sparks hasn't been great. I think Starks, Ward have been fine, but Snead and Sparks need to lock in. But also, I'd like to score here because I think Groves should be back. And nope, that's Leonard, ain't it? Why is Groves not in yet? You said 1 quarter. It's been a quarter. It says rule return soon. Put this man back in the game. Groves is coming back. I'll not have to deal with one more play with Evan Leonard after this. Firing short, Ian Crocker. Oh, what a run by Ian Crocker, man. Ian Crocker is what Kyle Pitts should be with the Falcons. Nice gain of 2 for, well, I mean, is it nice? I mean, it's fine. Just I guess a solid gain of 2. Nice blocking. The game already decided that was going to be a big run stop to make it 3rd and long. Because he didn't get animation. He just ran through. That wasn't animation. Skronsky just didn't want to block him. Firing. Russell's open. Russell's got it! Touchdown number 3! Have a day, Quincy Russell. Yeah, this game's pretty much over. 17-point game. 7.5 minutes. Yeah, Groves returns immediately, throws a strike to Russell. All right, Mobley. You're going to need another huge passing play. Not that. I don't know what that was. Also, bobble passes are barely caught anymore. As soon as a pass is tipped, every receiver and corner will drop it every time. I don't care if it's at least some crazy CPU plays. It literally never happens anymore. I think it even happened in college football sometimes, but in this game it just doesn't. Which, that's not something I actually complain about because it's just not important enough. But, you know, 3rd and 3. I don't know, maybe one day I'll be popular enough that EA actually listens to my critiques. Look at Marcus Jenkins, escapes! He's finally brought down by J-Rod. It'll be 4th down and 4. It's an injury. Is it Bushrod? Because he's not on this play. I guess that has to be who it is. And we know Bushrod's pretty injury prone, so it's not really that surprising. And that one's, what a catch. Not even a great throw by Mobley. Yeah, he sprained his ankle. Yeah, that was not an amazing throw by Mobley at all, but yet the receiver managed to grab it. They call it quick slants? Is that not a weird play choice to anybody else? But yeah, they already have wasted a pretty good amount of time on this drive. Nice tackle by Powell. It'll keep them still pretty far away. is the best choice here to just try to kick a field goal as soon as possible? Because I mean, you not need to score into like this play or the play after this. Really, you want to score this play, and they call a screen, so it's unlikely. I mean, Jenkins won't be brought down until 3 players get to him, but still not a big gain at all.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Pass play coming here.
Wide open man, Jenkins again.
And they've got him down near the red zone.
Who has more yards, him or Raynaud? Probably Jenkins.
Set up now for 1st and 10.
If it was Spears, maybe a different story. Because, I mean, I love Raynaud, but Spears is the better running back, if you didn't know. Wide open across the middle. Touchdown, Browns. Yeah, our man coverage was not very good this week. I mean, our zone did allow a Sparks touchdown, too, but...
To give him a chance to overcome that big deficit.
Because, honestly, Snead and Ward are much worse corners than they were 3 years ago. So we might have to lean less on blitzes, which means we need...
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10
But yeah,
points
that's
now as the kick is up and away. Brings in the kick at the 9.
returnable for Meredith. I mean, they're doing kickoffs. I mean, all we have to do is get this pretty much to the 2-minute warning and we win. Groves would have much more yards and completions if not for getting injured. But, I mean, I don't really care because at the end of the day, he could have possibly also thrown another interception or his first interception of the season, and I don't really want that to happen. That's got to be blocked. The fullback should definitely block that guy, not the interior guy who Raynaud could easily outspeed, personally, in my opinion. If I was a fullback. I'm not a fullback, but if I was a fullback. Also, that's such a late screen. How did no one get to Groves? I'm actually genuinely wondering, how did no one get to Groves before he got that pass off? We actually blocked. Like, we didn't even really block the screen. We mostly blocked their pass rushers. It's honestly crazy. Well, it's 3rd and 1. The Browns really, 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 really need this stop. Ray not going to follow his blockers, and he'll have enough. That'll pretty much do it. Now it came from you need a stop territory to you need a miracle territory. We'll change a couple things on coach adjustments. Conservative and shoe clock. It doesn't matter what play we pick, some letting this go to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, we're probably going to be the best offense in the NFL after this week, even though I think we already were. But
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Titans moments away from a 2-0 start. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10, Thompson in motion. Kind of a silent game for Mims. He did get hurt in the drive, but even with that, first down will end this game. Raynaud, actually, maybe Raynaud does have more than. We'll have to check, like, total yards, receiving and rushing, because he might have 100 total today. 3rd and 2. And that will do it.
And he'll pick up enough to
I mean, actually, we do need another first down, but whatever.
surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. First down, and they go right
Raynaud's gonna almost end it.
at the 31-yard line.
Let's just do a QB sneak and end this. Don't even, like, risk Raynaud fumbling, because he does fumble. I think he has, like, 1 or 2 fumbles in his career. That's not a lot, but he does indeed fumble. He has the capacity to fumble. That was a funny sneak.
That's enough to pick up the first.
All right, now we can kneel.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Lined up in victory formation, and the Titans take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed out the clock. The really
All right, one more kneel will do it as we move on to 2-0 after 2 Thursday night football games, beating 2 members of the AFC North. And beat some pretty good QBs too. Mobley and Burrow are both probably top 10 QBs rating wise in the NFL. I mean, James Thompson and Quincy Russell have been frying DBs. Do you see how good Quincy Russell is when he's not injured? Literally, imagine if this man didn't get hurt for 6, 7, 8 weeks a season. Well, hopefully you don't have to imagine it. It just happens this season. So I have to move my mic, make it more hearable. I'm not sure what the word would be for that. But, yeah, that was an insane interception. It was Leonard's fault, but I feel like Russell still could have caught that. But, yeah, Russell still did score 3 touchdowns, to be fair. Rose had another excellent game. He threw 16 of 21, 321 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers once again. Leonard 4 for 6, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. So Reynal had 9. Well, Reynal did kind of stat pad, but he got a total of 140 yards or 100. It'd be 130 yards. 130 yards. And then their running back only had, it wasn't even close after I stat padded. I mean, it might have been a little close, like before the last 2 drives, but after that, it was pretty much over. Russell 5 for 126, 3 touchdowns. Thompson 4 for 149 and a touchdown. Crocker didn't do anything crazy in his season debut, but he didn't need to. Sparks less than tackles with 7, 3 sacks, 1 by Ness, 1 by Hutchinson, 1 by Dell. We had no interceptions, no deflections, and we still won. This is how good our offense is. Because honestly, Mobley had a really good game too. But hey, we only allowed 24 points, and I guess that's really all that matters. If we allow 24 points with this offense, you probably go 17-0. But then again, we'll probably have some injuries to our offense, and our offense won't be scoring 30 every week. So it'd be nice, but I doubt it. Alex Hurst gets an upgrade. I like this guy. Even though he doesn't really get on the field, he's a good special teamer and a good backup. He's always really good in the preseason, too. He still kept star from last year, too, so that's always a good thing. We'll upgrade Andrew Peterson, too. We're just going to focus on his pass rushing. 3 power moves, 2 finesse moves. He's actually a finesse rusher. I kind of forgot. 84 already. It's just really hard because we're at the part of the franchise. Like, if I drafted this man in the first 2 seasons, he'd probably be starting. But our defense is so good now, it's just going to be really hard for him. Okay, I got to move the mic because it sounds like I'm breathing into it while I'm talking. Oh, Brandon Bench just got drafted. Signed. Well, that's the end of his Titans career. That's honestly kind of sad. I liked Brandon Bench. When did I draft him? Or was he an undrafted free agent? I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure I drafted him. Season 4 draft, maybe? He was in the draft class before this one, so season 4 off season. He was round 5, pick 23. To be fair, there's no way he'd ever get on the field outside the preseason. But, still, I don't want him to just get signed. So, next week, I'll make sure I find a replacement for him. And I won't even waste my time waiting till next week because, why? And we didn't really need so many receivers on our practice squad anyway, so it's not a big deal that we lost him. I'm probably going to put the running back now onto the practice squad because we got Spears back. And now there's an open spot for him, so we'll have to cut him. Don't worry. Wait, I went to the wrong thing. A receiver breakout? Is James Thompson going to go up to Superstar Dev? I guess Russell could be going up to X Factor, but I don't want Russell to go up to X Factor. I don't need X Factor, really. Okay, here we go. Sorry, Sampson. You probably wouldn't get signed, honestly. Like a rookie who's a 67 running back, not too bad. But yeah, we're going to end this one right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed week 2. Next week, we play our first divisional game against the Indianapolis Colts. Actually, let me take a look at our... Yeah, we're the only 2-0 team. Obviously, the Armadillos lost, but both the Colts and Texans won their week 2 games. And these are the guys we're going to have to re-sign with $55 million in cap space. This ain't going to go well. I'm going to have to restructure some things, and even then, I'm probably not going to re-sign every one of those guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Wait, hold, can I look at Russell's contract one more time? I'm just going to leave it there.